everyone? It's Ghulam Ahmed with Gene Activated. Today we're going to talk about squats and its benefits and the proper form on how to execute a good squat. ठीक है? ताकि आपकी कोई injury ना हो, nothing in your jode, in your joints, in your knees or in your back, ताकि आपकी कोई injury ना, you can do a squat very safely. And why to do a squat? So the benefits of squats, there's many benefits. Number one is it builds a lot of muscle throughout your whole body. It's a total body exercise, it's a compound movement. It builds muscle throughout your whole body, especially your legs. You gain a lot of strength in your legs. Along with strength, you also gain mobility and balance. But the most important thing is it's a very functional exercise. मतलब कि आप हर रोज आप कोई ना कोई चीज़ करते होंगे जिसके लिए आपको स्क्वाट करना पड़ेगा. For example, आपने कोई चीज़ उठानी है, आपने किसी को उठाना है, आपने कोई भी चीज़ करनी है, कोई चीज़ हैवी उठानी है, आपने स्क्वाट करके उठानी है आपकी, ताकि बैक सेफ रहे. तो अगर आप ये करेंगे, आप स्ट्रॉन्गर होंगे. You can do everything more easily and more efficiently. So these are some of the quick benefits for squats. Now moving on to how to actually execute a proper squat. So if you're a beginner and you want to learn how to do a squat, what I recommend is you don't actually start doing the squat right away. You start with sitting down on a chair or a bench. So over here we have a bench over here. I'm going to show you guys how to squat on a bench. So what you want to do is, there's a previous video that I posted on your squatting stance, so you can put a link to that video there. You can check out that video, check out what your stance is going to be like, and then you're going to start your squatting. So what I want you to do is I literally just want you to sit down and stand up. So you're going to pretend like आप बैठ रहे हैं और खड़े हो रहे हैं, ठीक है? Now in order to do this, usually लोग अपने हाथ नीचे रखते हैं, but I recommend you keep your hands up because that's going to keep your chest up and keep your back safe. So you keep your hands up, you're going to sit down and you're going to stand up. So to get a side view, you're going to see that everything is safe, my back is straight, and I'm going to take my butt back. I'm going to sit like I'm sitting down on a chair, and I'm going to stand up just like that. So once you're good at this, and you can do about 10 to 15 reps, 4 sets, then you're ready to figure out how to do squats without a bench press. So now I'm going to teach you how to do it for the second progression. Once you get good at doing that, then you can learn how to do an actual squat. So now to do an actual squat, body weight squat, what you want to do is, the first thing you want to do is, again, get your squatting stance ready, right? You've already warmed up, you're ready to go. Now what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you keep your chest up nice and tall so that your back doesn't get hurt, okay? You go down, okay? You want to make sure that your knees don't go over your toes, okay? That's also very important. For some people, it's going to happen because their anatomy is as such, they don't have that much ankle mobility. Like for a general rule of thumb, you don't want your knees to go over your toes. So in order to do that, you want to sit your butt back. I'm going to show you guys from the side. You want to sit your butt back, as far back as you can, like you were when you were sitting on the bench here. So you're going to take your butt back, your hands are up to keep your chest up. Look at my back, it's completely straight. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to push through my heels and stand up, okay? The desi squat nahi karna, okay? A lot of desis, they squat like this, okay? So that's really bad for your knees. So you don't want to squat from your toes. Always make sure your heels, your adiyan, your area always stays on the floor. So you're here. See, look, my heels on the floor, I go about 90 degrees. You don't have to go lower than 90 degrees. You can, but you don't have to. And you stand all the way up. You go down, and you stand all the way up, just like that. So that's your basic way to how to do a squat. Now, I'm gonna give you guys some advanced tips to make your squat even better, okay? What you wanna do is, the first thing is, you don't wanna go down fast, okay? So you don't wanna bounce into your squat like this. You don't wanna go fast, okay? You wanna be nice and controlled, have a controlled movement, so go nice and slow. Okay? Slowly जाना है, slowly ऊपर आना है, ऐसे, आराम से, ठीक है? Control करते हुए, आपकी body पे आपका control होना चाहिए अपना, ठीक है? Number 1. Number 2, आपकी जो knees हैं वो कभी अंदर नहीं जानी चाहिए, नीचे जाके ऐसे अंदर नहीं होनी चाहिए. Your knees have to stay out. In order to keep your knees staying out, you need to put pressure on your lateral chain here, all across the side of your body. तो इसको कैसे करना है? What you have to do is pretend like you're gonna split the floor open, okay? Like, you know, when there's an earthquake, the floor gets split open. You're trying to do that with your feet. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna create tension on the outside of your legs and your feet like this. See what I'm doing here? I'm putting, look at my feet. They're moving on the outside, and I'm trying to split the floor between between the ground. What that's doing, it is activating the side of my butt and all across all the muscles here. So it's gonna keep it nice and tight. And there's no way my knee's gonna go inside if I'm doing that, okay? So you're gonna do that. That's number 3, or number 2, I forget. Next, what you're gonna do is, when you go down, most people think about coming up. Don't do that. Instead, think about pushing the ground down, okay? Oh man, it's hot. Oh, look at that, all that work I'm doing for you guys. I'm sweating. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to make sure you're pushing the ground down and then standing up. Pretend like the ground can move, और आपने उसको दबाना है जोर से नीचे, ठीक है? And then come up. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna activate more muscles, and you're gonna feel it a completely different way. Try it, do it without pushing the ground down. Now I'm just kind of standing up, and then try to push and come up, okay? That's number 3. Number 4 is we're gonna make sure that we're actually tightening our stomach before we come up. So what tightening your stomach does is creates a natural belt around your back, okay? That's very important. It's because your next progression hoga, you're gonna put weight on your back, ठीक है? और आपने अगर weight back पे रखना है तो आपका weight आपको ऐसे गिराने की कोशिश करेगा, लेकिन अगर आपका stomach tight है और आपका chest ऊपर है तो वो नहीं गिरेगा. So to keep your back safe, so you keep the weight on the back, then that's nice. So you have to keep your stomach tight. So when you go down here, I'm going to tighten my stomach, which means to push it all the way out, and then you're going to stand up. Okay? The last tip for you guys is you got to make sure this exercise, squats, works your quads and your hamstrings for most people. It's a great exercise to actually develop your butt, your gluteus maximus. Most people don't know how to do that because they don't actually involve their butt when they do a squat. The involvement of the butt happens with the thrusting of your hips. So this is your last tip, how to thrust with your hips, how to use your butt. What you want to do is, when you go down, you want to start thrusting with your hips and squeeze through. See what I did here? I went from here and I squeezed and I popped my pelvis inside. I did an anterior pelvic tilt here and I squeeze here. So see, when I do this, I actually involve my butt into the workout instead of doing just this. If I just do this, which is what most people do, you're not using any butt. But here, as you can see, I'm squeezing my butt at the top and I'm actually involving my butt, my quads, and my hamstrings into the workout. So there you have it, guys. Those are all the tips that I can give you for your squats, for bodyweight squats. I'm gonna shoot more videos for other types of squats in more series. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you guys remember to follow me at Gene Activated on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And please hit that subscribe button below, and I'll see you guys next time.